Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Zach here. I'm bringing you guys a brand new video. If we run over here, you can probably hear it running in the background here. We got some water running on our chicken. It's defrosting right now, and we got some spices over here ready to season it up. And I want to show you guys today how I get all of my protein in while I'm in college working out. So with that said, welcome back to day number 235 of 500. Thank y'all so much for being here. Seriously, do appreciate it. It'd be a pretty good idea, and I'm going to wait a moment as well, and we're gonna wait until this is done defrosting to continue. And in the meantime, check it out. We got the Pokemon back here. We're learning how apricorns work. I mean, I already know how they work, but that's where I'm at rewatching that. Man, the water's still running. I'll catch y'all once it's done. Alrighty, I think this ran for long enough. Try and knock a little bit of that water off. Let's actually get a couple paper towels laid out. That way we can just set our bag down on here, and then I'll move y'all closer, and so you can actually see me kind of season it up. And I came up with this video idea because after yesterday not being able to actually bring you guys into the gym and record, I was like, man, what can I do while I'm up here? Because again, we'll still have the weekends that I can, actually record my workouts. Like the next video you're gonna see is going to be arm day, for example. So just trying to find a new way to actually have a workout session still up here. I was like, wait, I can kind of do how I get my protein in, and this is kind of a one-time thing. I don't mean like last year where you guys just watch me make my food every single day. I mean, this is just one time in this video, and I'm gonna cover my main protein intakes while I'm here at college making the food for myself. Of course, you might already know what they are since you do watch the channel, or if you do watch the channel, I should say, because I eat the same things a lot of the times. Look at that, oh my goodness. Look at how delicious that looks. It's all covered, on both sides. I'm trying to flip it over, show you the other side. I mean, they are both covered. I'm gonna probably have to pour a little more seasoning in there, but that's all right. We can adjust as we go. And actually, before we do any other thing to this, let me add the broth into the crock pot. Gonna add in a cup and a little extra as well from the carton. Get our first piece out, toss it over into there. Honestly, at this point with 3 of these in here, I could probably call it because I just need it for dinner tonight and then I'm going back home. But I still have more seasoning, so we'll just keep using it up until we've used all of our seasoning. Coincidentally, I've actually had about perfect seasoning amount for just the one bag that I had made up. So this isn't just making my chicken, this is actually showing you guys each meal that I make. I just happen to be making this right now. I add in a little bit more of each seasoning, toss our lid back on, lock it in, and then turn this bad boy on to high, and now we just let it sit for probably, I don't know, about good 3, maybe even 4 hours. Just like that, when we get done waiting, that is our first protein source done and completed. Now if we move on to some other things, get you all the way back here. Up in this top cabinet, I've got what is called protein powder. And of course, you've been watching the channel, you know I have a protein powder at home and up here, but just point being, protein powder, it's a free, I think this one is 24 grams right there, it says it, but it's a free source of around 20 some odd number grams of protein for pretty much every brand you go to. This one just happens to be 24, and it's also very good. Emery Light, tastes good, not too expensive, recommended if you're looking for something. If you don't really care about the taste at all, you can find even cheaper ones at, let's just say Walmart, for example. I know there is some. The next source of protein, which is coming from my fridge, and you guys have seen me make it on here, I think the last 2 days in a row, eggs. I make eggs all the time. Not really, I just started doing it this year. I didn't do it a lot last year. This is a good source that I'm starting to do now. Made some ground beef with it the other day. I'll go ahead and play that clip right now so you guys can see it. It was very good, tasted amazing. Just scrambled eggs and ground beef, nothing crazy at all. You don't have to be a chef to know how to do those. It's very simple. So if you don't know how, just look it up on YouTube. It's that easy, I'm telling you. I promise. Those are the easiest things to make. Before I show you all what this next one is, just take everything I say with a little grain of salt. I'm not an exercise major, a science major. I'm not doing anything like that, but I know enough knowledge that I can give you my recommendations for what works for me, what's pretty cheap compared to everything else, as someone who might be in the same situation as me, maybe in college, just trying to find some protein you can get in when you hit the gym. Or maybe you're not even in college and you're out of college passes, and that's completely fine. Thank y'all so much for being here. Because the same things still apply. These are still high protein foods, or at least somewhat high, and maybe one of these days I will have the degree to back it up, or the muscles to back it up. I'm trying to get the muscles right now, but we're kind of still noobish to the gym, so we're making our way. Okay, give me a couple more years. We're doing our best. We're getting some gains. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting there. Okay, slowly but surely. You just gotta give me some time. I gotta get there. Work with me, y'all. Just go check out my other videos. If you don't believe me, I mean, I'm hitting the gym consistently. I'm documenting it, keeping myself honest for one, and two, because I think it's bangers, and I think it'll be sick to see my progress, say, in these next 1 or 2 years when I do get there. Keep sticking with me. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make this journey happen, and we're freaking getting there. Oh, we're looking good, y'all. I'm getting happy with where we're at. I'm just here trying to spread what I do and what I know works for me. That way, maybe it'll work for someone else who might be in college in the same situation as me. Next up, we have probably the last obvious one, but we have protein bars. I have plenty of them in here. I've got just 4 of them with me now. I only brought food for this week, so I'll still have some other recommendations at the end, just cover real quick that I might not have with me to show you guys on hand, but I brought a couple of these. This is the brand that I am having right now, Pure Protein. They're pretty good. You can see 21 grams of protein, 3 grams of sugar, 180 calories, so not bad at all. There's all the macros if you're trying to check that out. 2 grams of dietary fibers, which is very good. Check for fibers. You need to take in fibers, especially if you're taking in all this protein. But even if you're not, you need the fibers so you can pass it through easily, or else you're gonna get a little backed up and it's gonna suck. Last thing that's probably a little obvious, but I like to have as well for some protein, some peanut butter. Not necessarily made with anything. You can just take it, peanut butter. If you like peanut butter, you can mix it in. You can make it with some pancakes. I actually have some pancake mix right there, and I will do that every now and then. I'll mix it in with some pancake mix. It's gas as well. As far as protein goes, that might be everything that I kind of have with me already for this week. So some other things that I might use is maybe some tortillas to spice up the chicken in some ways, make some wraps, just stuff of that sort. I mean, these are the main protein sources I use, so I'm not really gonna yap about much else because I don't really have much else to show you guys. However, we will now move on into the carbs, how I try and get enough carbs in. The obvious, rice. Chicken and rice, it's the OG. The best thing you can have if you're just trying to put on muscle and just get a lot of protein. Just have chicken and rice. You'll get all your carbs easily and all your protein maybe somewhat easily. You need other than just chicken, but you get the idea. That's just the go-to meal for everybody. So I've got some mac and cheese cups in here as well. They're pretty good for you. I mean, not necessarily good for you, but they're not bad for you, and they taste good. That's the point I'm getting at. 220 calories, and then you can see all those right there. The can is kind of squished. Apologies for that. This is just a Velveeta brand. There's plenty of brands out there. Go find whichever one's cheapest. Grab that one. And what I've been getting into recently, the rice cakes. Look at these bad boys. There's so many flavors. These ones are caramel and the apple cakes. I've tried the apple cakes, not the caramel yet. They're delicious. They're so good, and they're 50 calories. Let me just show you the macros on this thing. Got the OG Quaker brand here. You can see there, they're 50 cals, and I can't read this backwards, so I'm gonna have to look at it. Pretty much all this thing is made up of is 11 carbs and then 3 grams of sugar, and it has a little less than 1 gram of protein. I don't know how well, there you go. You guys can see it pretty good now. You can read all those, and then look at the rest of them, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's why they're 50 calories each. It's a great snack to have, so if you're dieting, in a sense, not necessarily trying to hit your protein, but dieting, these are very good for it. It fills you up, and it's only 50 calories. Why wouldn't you invest? They're not too terribly expensive, I don't believe either. I think these costed about $6, $7, maybe $8. I'm not too sure. Again, I don't have specific prices on any of these things. I just know they're all not too expensive. I'm not breaking the bank with any of these foods, so anytime I buy them, I don't get too terribly upset, and that's why I enjoy eating them. That's also why I'm here today, sharing them with you. Like I said before, just want to help out anyone who I can. And then some other snacks I have. I just got some fruit snacks, of course, the classic. You got to have a fruit snack every now and then. I'll have like once in a blue moon. I had one last night, so I had one in a week. Like this box has been here since last year. I still have plenty left in there. And then I've got these little water packets, water flavor packets, excuse me. And it's the pink flavor for Starburst. You can get whatever you want. Just spice it up a little bit, because if you saw my fridge, all I've got is water and some Gatorade. But I don't be drinking that unless it's right after my workout. Got to get the fast carbs in my body, let them digest, and then my protein 20 minutes after. If you know Todd, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, one more source that is good for fibers is fruits and veggies. If you didn't know that, I mean, I feel like you should, but it's a very good source for it, and I want some more. I need to get some more. This is the last thing I have. I had a can of pears that I already had earlier this week, and then this is a can of pineapple I have. Other than that, I'm out, so I'll have to try and bring some more up with me next week. Try and show you guys how much we got in here. 80 calories per serving. It's got however many servings per can it says up there. There we go, finally focus. You can see all the macros, kind of. It's kind of hard to read it on the can, I know. Fruits and veggies, they're good for you. You can't really go wrong with any of them. And the last thing I kind of want to talk about is these smoothie makers I've got up here. I love making smoothies out of all of my fruits that I chop up. Let's just say berries, for example, blueberries, strawberries, bananas. Can't go wrong with any of those. You can get mangoes, you can get anything of that sort. They're very good, and you just mix it with a little bit of milk. Boom, smoothie, great. good macros, not bad for you at all. And again, guys, make sure you take everything with a grain of salt about all these recommendations I just gave you. Other than that, I'm going to sit down, relax, and wait for my chicken to get done in a couple hours, and then I'll show it off to you guys before I eat it, and then that's really all I got for today. So I'm gonna sit, chill, and watch me some Pokemon for tonight. Oh, okay, it's about 7 p.m. now, and it is finally done. It is amazing. I think it's been done for a little bit. I've just been a little bit busy doing stuff, had leg day, and also had a mile and a half that I did after that. Check it out. My goodness, that looks delicious. I'm about to plate this up and munch. Real quick though, before this video ends, you know we gotta do it to them. We talked about it earlier. Now we gotta have it. It wouldn't be right. We just hit legs. We gotta have the protein shake. So let me make this up. We'll do it. Cheers, bottoms up, and then this is it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here today. And if you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing down below and dropping a like on the video. And if you like this content, chances are you're gonna like my other content even more, because this isn't really normal for me and it's not my best piece. I'll just be straight up honest with you guys. I'm gonna have a video coming out with Logan soon in the donuts. Check out that one. We made a couple of videos recently as well, just me and him. He's just popping in and it's just good times, so check out those ones as well. Check out any videos you want on the channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Cheers, bottoms up, y'all. Here we go. Thank you so much for being here. Hope everyone enjoys it. Have a great day. Peace.